Hi, this is Jonathan from Mill Street Gardens, and today we're going to give you a tour of our showcase garden. So we'll start over here on the split rail fence garden that we put in on 2022. So this was like one of the first beds out here that we planted. We've added some things since, but we have a nice gold flame spirea, some allium. Do you remember the variety on these, Kyle? Purple Sensation. We have bluebird hydrangea. This is a hydrangea serrata, or mountain hydrangea. And they have this beautiful baptisia, false indigo. This one is goldfinch. And then we have this beautiful Sonic Bloom from Proven Winners, Sonic Bloom Pink, Weigela. And this is a Weigela Florida. And then we have this false spirea. This is, I don't think this is a cultivated variety, it's just a standard one. So that's a nice little edge of the garden center where the tree area is. So nice little way to kind of beautify that edge there. And then we walk over here to the main part of the showcase garden. And we have started tagging all of our plants because we want to turn the showcase garden into a botanical garden. So we started tagging things with the common name, the variety name, and then the scientific name, as well as the year that we planted them. And then so this bed, the first bed when you walk into the showcase garden, we planted a bunch of native plants that are giant. So we have a Maximilian sunflower, so Helianthus Maximilian, which gets giant. It gets little yellow flowers, sunflower-shaped flowers on it. We have a pilgrim cranberry, Vexium, I can't remember the, Marco Carpon. New Jersey tea, and then we have some golden ragwort, or Packera aura. It's just past prime, so it needs to be chopped back because we don't want all those seeds going everywhere. We have some hardy pampas grass, and then we have a giant elderberry. So this is Sambucus canadensis. Is it a black elderberry? American elderberry is the common name. And you can see where that started. That giant cane in the ground there, that was just a hardwood cutting, a small, I don't know, like 8-inch, 6-inch piece of cane. And then that plant grew from that. We chopped it back, like the first year after, and then new growth. But you can see all the new growth that you get in a season. Quite a lot. We have this is not native, a big patch of bugleweed. I think that's bronze beauty, or a black scallop. Bronze beauty. And then we have a bone set right here. So common bone set, Euphotoria purpurifolium, perfladium, something like that. Oh, this one's cool. So this is a lance leaf coneflower, Rebeckia lanceolata. And then we have a New York ironweed, or Veronia novaborensis. I'm trying not to step on seedlings because we are letting things go to seed so we can harvest them. And then allium, I can't remember what it's called. Not native, but really cool, kind of nodding allium. And then we have a golden nine bark. This is the eastern nine bark. So it's a cultivated version of our native species nine bark, and it's just getting into full flower, which I think is a really pretty stage, because you have those open flowers and you have like the buds, which are like little round pearls. So that's Physocarpus occidentalis. And then mouse ear coreopsis, or tick seed. And that's Coreopsis auriculata. So that's kind of some natives planted out in there. And then we have this bed here, which is just a mixed border. So a lot of cool variety in texture and color here. So we have some yellow or chartreuse foliage, some green foliage, some blue foliage, some red foliage. It's a really nice masterclass in garden design with those different textures, and also textures in leaves. So we have more fine leafed things like this Coreopsis, threadleaf Coreopsis, more round leaves or fuller leaves like the spirea or that coralberry. And then you have the fine texture, fern-like texture of some of these evergreens and these other foliage plants in the back. It's a nice variety. So here we have, this is that threadleaf Coreopsis. It's Coreopsis zegram. Shasta daisies, these are snowcaps, Solacanthium superbum. We have a couple of 9-barks here. This is a 9-bark from Proven Winners. This is ginger wine. So still opophoeus. Black elderberry, also from Proven Winners. This is black lace. And then we have a dappled willow, so Salix integra, really showing off its full size. And then you see these 3 evergreen, also from Proven Winners. These are pinpoint blues, I think. Yeah, pinpoint blue. It's a nice upright evergreen. We have a veronicastrum here, or Culver's root. And
what happened?
About moving it?
What used to be there?
Oh yeah, so we used to have a blue, was it a Nanho blue?
Yeah.
Buddleia or butterfly bush, and we lost it last year with the winter, or this year through the winter, which a lot of people have told us that they've lost their butterfly bush. So we wanted that blue flower here still, so we transplanted this veronicastrum fascination is the variety, which has a blue flower on it. So it's still getting situated here. A little floopy right now. And then we'll go over here, and we have these. This is a coralberry, so Symphocarpus from Proven Winners. This is coralberry. What they call it, proudberry is the Proven Winners name. And then we have some Carl Forster grass behind that. I don't remember the species on that, do you? Or the genus for that matter. We have a Winecraft from Proven Winners purple smoke bush. And then we have an Amur privet here and one there. So there's a nice green backdrop. This is a Astilbe. I think this is Astilbe japonica. This is Pumila, or ground cover variety. We have a common sneezeweed, Helium autumnal. One of my favorite dogwoods. So this is a Cornus Cusa, and this is Venus. One of my favorites. Actually, I think it might be a cross between a Cusa and something else. Now that I say that, yeah, it has an X on it, so it's a cross. Another black lace elderberry back there. That one was transplanted from our house, so it's still establishing. This is a nativar of a New York or a United States species. I'm not sure if it's to the northeast or not, but this is pink tick seed, or Coreopsis rosea. And then we have a nice native plant here. This is cardinal flower, or Lobelia cardinalis. And we have them planted here in a group around this orb, which is something I made from an old like whiskey barrel that we had on the property that was falling apart. So I harvested all the rings and screwed them together. And then we have this giant grass back here, which is Miscanthus giganteum. Not even close to where its full height is going to be. And then we have a bush clematis. Do you remember what this one, the variety is? Excuse me.
No, I remember we bought it, and it like said bush clematis.
Yeah, and we had it at the house, and it was not doing well, so it came to the garden center to live. We have a hedge of beautiful lady's mantle. This is a variety called Thriller, so Acamelia mollis, and it's just enjoying its life out here. It's beautiful. I've never seen such big lady's mantle before. I don't think Thriller is a particular big one, but it's just really doing well. Whoops, is this a Nanotalk? So we have a Nanotalk daisy. I don't know the variety on that one. Might just be straight species. And then this is Pygnanthemum muticum, or mountain mint. Big giant clump of it. This is another New York native, Lobelia. It's a great blue lobelia. Is it Lobelia syphilitica? Yeah. So that's that one. And then here's another patch of Veronicastrum, or Culver's root. This is the straight species one. So we had Fascination over there, which is blue flower. This is just a standard white flower. And we did transplant a clump of that, but Kyle did a good job of grabbing the entire area around it, so it had no transplant shock at all. It looks just like the rest of it that's been here. And then we have a nice native plant. This is an Itea, or sweet spire. This one is Merlot. We have Virginia spiderwort, also a native plant. Beautiful little purple flowers. And then we have a, is this another tick seed here? Mm-hmm. Is that landsleaf?
I grew it from seed and I have no idea what it is.
Oh, okay. It's another small growing, not a giant one like the landsleaf or the lace leaf, but a smaller variety of tick seed. This is Penstemon digitalis, or beard tongue. This variety is Mystica. And what is this boy?
That's Persicaria firetail.
Oh, firetail?
Yeah.
So this is Persicaria firetail. That's a native, right? No, that's a not native. And then we have this Weigela florida, or variegated Weigela. So Weigela florida variegata. This is a pussy willow. I don't remember if this was a pink French pussy willow or a standard French pussy willow. So Salix coupfia. This is obedient plant, which gets its name from the, I think when it falls over, it kind of corrects itself. Not that it's well behaved in the garden. It's not obedient in that manner. So keep that under control if you have it planted. 2 clumps of garlic chives, right? And then this is another plant from Proven Winners. This is a beauty bush. This is Jolene. Some Jupiter's beard. And I don't think this is native to the United States, but when we were in England, where I think it is native, I think it's Asia and in Europe, we saw this growing as a weed, which was really pretty cool.
Yeah, we saw it like in a sidewalk.
On a sidewalk in like behind an old church, a cute little town. I think it was in the Cotswolds, actually. There goes Mr. Cottontail. Okay, and then we have a cinquefoil or what do you call it? Potentilla. And then, this is Amazonia huberkii, or star. This is the U.S. native. And we had two, but I accidentally herbicided that one. Whoops. Joe Pie weed. Is this Little Joe?
That one's called Gateway.
Gateway.
I like the stems on it.
Yeah, they're really purple. What is this? Is this Euphorbium? Bone set?
That's Jacob Klein Monarda.
Oh, Jacob Klein Monarda. This is Boom Chocolata. Another plant for winters. That's a hardy geranium. And this is, we think this is a white snake root. Actia. But not 100% sure on that. And then we have Edo peonies. This is a yellow variety. We have 3 of them right here. Another transplant from our house. Another boop, boop, boop. A thing. Ajuga. What's the common name? That's what I was trying to say.
Oh, bugleweed.
Bugleweed. Do you remember this variety?
I always forget that one when I remember it.
Here's a spirea. This is Anthony Waterer. And this is a Rosa. Is this glauca? Mm-hmm. Rosa glauca, which is a red leaf rose. And it looks like it's going to be quite pretty this year. This is another transplant from our house.
Looks like the deer's been busy though.
Yeah, we had some browse on it, but there's quite a few buds, which I don't think we ever saw a flower at the house. So that would be nice. Someone's been chopping at this one. Mm-hmm. What is that?
That's the Calicanthus.
Oh, sadness. That's Calicanthus florida, or sweet bush. Is that the common name?
Shrub.
Sweet shrub. Sudking, this is an Aurelia, or a spikenard. We have a eastern redbud. This is a cultivated variety. This is the weeping one. What's the weeping? Lavender twist. Thank you. And then we have a native honeysuckle, Lancera supervitum, training it to go up that obelisk that we made. And this section is the newest part of the garden. We've kind of been growing outward, but there's a lot of natives out there which grow really fast. So even though this part was just put in last year, it looks almost as well established as this part that was put in the year before, which is pretty cool. So we have Persicaria here. Do you remember what this one is? That's not a Persicaria. What is it?
I don't remember the name.
Oh, I thought that was a Persicaria. We'll try to put that name on the screen. And we have a straight species yarrow. This is Achillea millefolium. Echinacea. Is this Echinacea purpurea? Mm-hmm. I didn't talk about pallida. We had there's pallida. Let's talk about pallida real quick. So this is Echinacea pallida, which has a really different texture than what we kind of know as Echinacea, like the Echinacea purpurea, which is really cool. But also the flowers are kind of more downturned, like some of the cooler cultivated varieties, but you get that in a straight species, which is really neat. And then this, what is this plant? Rebecca triloba. That's a native. Brown Eye Susan, I think, is the common name. We have a hardy hibiscus, the native one. This is a cultivated variety of yarrow. This is Cerise Queen, which is a little on the spready side. So just try and keep that under control if you have that one. This is a variegated Weigela Florida that is not liking its life. I think maybe got some browse to it too. But that one is My Monet, a variety from Proven Winners. I like that because it's interesting and variegated. And then we have some weed here that we're trying to establish. And that's tuberosa. So tuberosa. And then this is a Senahiba wild, I think is the common name. But it's in the pea family. So it has this really cool pea leaf texture. And gets yellow flowers on it. We have northern sea oats. And what is that guy?
That's a zigzag goldenrod.
Oh, goldenrod. Both of them? Mm-hmm. Zigzag goldenrod. So, is that in the Solidago genre? Okay. We have a currant here, and we're not sure. We have a currant here and a currant over there. One is a black one and one's a red one.
I think this one's the red one, and that one's
the black one. Okay, we'll see if Kyle's memory.
There's berries on this one.
Oh, there is.
So, but it's not.
They're not color. Oh, okay.
So we'll have to do an update on that.
Oh, yep, there's berries. We'll see if Kyle's memory is. We'll tag them immediately once we know when's which.
Well, they actually look different. Their barks are different.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was able to tell because I found one that was labeled in a pot.
Oh, so you're pretty sure it's a black one over there. Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm confused.
Oh, whoops.
I said that this one.
Red?
One.
And this one's a black?
The black one.
Okay.
But it's on camera, so I guess
we'll know when we review this video. This is Hydrangea canadensis, the native columbine. So it has the columbine flower, but unlike most of the cultivated varieties, they are hanging downward as opposed to kind of horizontal. So kind of a cool texture. A little mucky over here, so I'm going to walk in the garden. This is not a native plant. This is redhead grass. It's a really cool texture. We like that plant. We have Sambucus or the red elderberry. Is this a plant?
That's a dahlia kind of.
Oh, okay. It looks like a weed. And then we have this rose from David Austin. This is Litchfield Angel. We have some pig's creek here. This is a variety called pink form, or rose form, excuse me. What is this? Variegated something. Joe Pye? Okay. Variegated Joe Pye weed. Oh, and then we have this Royal Frost birch tree here, which is super pretty. And it's starting to show its white bark. For the first couple of years we had it, it was probably like this tall. It was still brown. Now it's starting to show that exfoliated white bark, which is really pretty. We talked about these. We have a cedar variety. Remember the variety of this one?
Oh, I forgot.
Something.
It's the one that we carried last year.
Last year? What is this?
St. White.
Oh. We have a St. John wort here. We're not sure of the variety. We'll try to put that on the screen. Hypericum, some sort of species. Is this another Shasta daisy?
That's Veronica Gloria.
Oh, Veronica. And we have a potentilla. This one I think is Goldfinger. and that was the same one. These are transplants from our house. We have a Shasta daisy here. This one is Becky. Yellow twig dogwood. I don't get that weird. That might be wind damage. And then we have a bunch of plants planted out in the edge of the property here. We have a willow. Is that a burning bush?
Sergeant crabapple.
Sergeant crabapple. Another amur privet. Another dappled willow. A bridal veil spirea. Another willow. Viburnum, bunch of roses. Scarlet curls, weeping willow. Then we have way back there a dawn redwood, Metzisequoia,
Why did you say
globigoides or something, right? And you see, so we have kind of, in terms of the depth of the garden, we've come about halfway. Actually about a quarter if you look at it. We have that quarter undone, this quarter undone, and then this quarter we have some foundation planting done. So we have maybe 20-25% of the garden figured out so far, and then still lots of room to grow. You can see we haven't been able to mow this back portion because we have a lot of clay soil and it's still a little wet. So let's go back to the hydrangea collection and we'll wrap up the video there. All right, and then here we have our hydrangea collection. We will have hydrangeas throughout, but we're highlighting a bunch of different ones here with some perennials mixed in to give contrast and variety. So we'll start here with this ajuga, which has got hammered on with some rain, but this is chocolate chip. And then we have a hydrangea from Proven Winners. This one is Invincible Lace. So it has a really cool purple stem and then it gets a lace cap flower. And that's a mountain hydrangea, right? Arborescens. Smooth hydrangea, thank you. Then this is a mountain hydrangea. This is Tough Stuff Aha, also from Proven Winners.
That one died to the ground, but still got bloom.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that one does bloom on old and new wood, which is nice in case you do get weeded this year. Then we have this gorgeous yarrow. This is Coronation Gold, which is really quite a beautiful section of plants. I think this is 4 individual plants. So they spread pretty nice, and they're not like spreading, creeping, overtaking your garden. They're just a nice mounding perennial, like it's really lush. Behind it, we have a pink diamond panicle hydrangea or Hydrangea paniculata. We have a bobo panicle hydrangea, all from Proven Winners. This is pufferfish, and this one's bobo. So both of these are from Proven Winners, both paniculata hydrangeas. We have in front of it a bunch of coral bells. This is Palace Purple. So it's Cora. We have a Limelight from Proven Winners, another panicle hydrangea. And then we have this beautiful variegated hydrangea. This is a panicle hydrangea. This is Yuki Geisho. And then we have another panicle hydrangea, a lot of panicles over here. This is PG hydrangea or Hydrangea paniculata grandifolia. And then on the other side here, we have some is this Veronica?
Maynight salvia.
Oh, Maynight salvia. I should know by the smell. This is Maynight salvia. We have some mums that overwintered. Some black-eyed Susans. This is Rebecca. And then we have torch lilies over here. And then we have a blueberry bush that got eaten down to the ground. We have a bunch of rabbits and deer that like to visit us. Oh, we gotta talk about this little island here. So this is a trio of weeping willows. This is golden curls.
Just golden.
Golden weeping willow. I could look at the tag. Golden weeping willow. This is Salix alba tristis. And then we have Lismachia aura, or golden creeping jenny moneywort. And we're going to keep that under control by virtue of us having this nice little trench and then keeping the edge mowed. So it'll be just a sea of gold underneath, and then we do limb this up towards the end of the season to kind of keep it under control, and Kyle cuts back like a third of it when we get too big. But we'll have this cool weeping willow kind of bush almost in the center with this pile of gold moneywort underneath. Okay, so that's our garden tour here for the end of May. And this is the third year of the garden. Each year we add a little bit more. We have about 20-25% of the garden done, and then we have lots of room to grow. So stay tuned and keep an eye on our YouTube channel for updates, and Facebook, and watch our garden grow. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.